Hi, I'm Chris here, once again your guest for our presentation on today's violin playing tutorial. Once more, I would like to send my thanks to Pustaka Negeri Sarawak for the invitation to share with you today's topic on violin playing. Just a quick introduction, I've been a seasoned violin teacher as well as music educator for the past 10 years. Now let's get started. Before starting to play, always tune the violin first. So we starting on A string. Okay, as you notice the sound is in tune, then you move on to D string. Once the sound is stabilized, you move towards the G string. Once it's done, A and E. Before having the violin in place, we start first with some warm-up exercise for both the left hand and right hand. So the first will be the hand clench and release exercise. Start by placing both arms straight out while doing the motion. Okay, it helps to strengthen your fingers and grip while getting the circulation flowing throughout your hands. So let's do around like 20 times, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now we move to the bow arm exercise. This helps you to train your forearm to move in the right motion corresponding with our violin playing common movement. Okay, try and imagine as if there's a watch on top of your wrist. Push it to and fro closer to you and away at the same time, avoiding having your elbow moving too much in place. Okay, so instead you fix it in a proper position. So this one, we can do it roughly around 20 times as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. From our previous session, we learned about the 4 strings on the violin: G, D, A, E. As for our test here, we need to try and master the 2 strings across both D and A string first. Okay, right now we start by playing constant strokes on both strings. Okay, starting in the middle of the bow to achieve stability in the bow movement. So we start by moving across D and A. Next, we proceed with slow strokes for today. With a metronome placed at 80 beats per minute, we start with a long bow stroke for every 2 counts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Once you're done, we move on to the regular strokes, which are 2 bow strokes for 2 counts. Okay, now we head on to the fast strokes. So it will be 4 bow strokes on 2 counts. Now let's learn about the finger placement here for the D major scale. We are mainly going to use 3 fingers across both strings on the D and A string. At the same time, do observe each finger when placed down on the fingerboard. Okay? Try and keep the other fingers relaxed and nimble at the same time while avoiding any tension with the rest of your hand muscles. So you keep it relaxed. Okay, starting on D string first, followed by first finger, second finger, then third finger. Okay, at the same time, just keep your fingers relaxed. Then we move on to A, C sharp, so you place each finger one by one, finally keeping the pinky or small finger relaxed by the side. Okay? So it's easy to tense up for the unused fingers. So the best way to use this method, press all fingers down, release them one by one, gently and slowly. Later all fingers go down again. Keep repeating the same motion. Okay? As we practice gradually to a point that it feels secure. As we head on to our piece for today, which is Pachelbel's Canon in D. About the background of this piece was composed back in the late 17th century by German composer Johann Pachelbel. Originally, it was composed for 3 violins and the basso continuo. The violin part have the same melody, but they come in at different times. The bass line accompaniment or basso continuo was played by the harpsichord during that era. But nowadays, the accompaniment is either performed on the piano or cello. Also, you can hear the same motif or chord pattern which is used in pop songs nowadays, such as Shane Phelan's Beautiful in White and Adam Levine's Memories. Before we start with the music piece, let's repeat the D major, which we have done, but this time we add in E string and its first finger F sharp. Okay, let's try again. Now let's give a try on the notes that we have learned. Okay, starting with the first third finger on A string, followed by the open A string. First finger on A string. Okay, carefully as we move to D string with your second finger. Third finger, open D string. Third finger on D string. Carefully as we move back to A string. Let's try again. Okay, so you try repeating the same phrase to ensure consistency in recalling the notes we learned so far. So now let's move on to the second phrase, which we just revised the second note on the E string. Okay, starting with the first finger on E string, followed by open E string. As we proceed to the third finger on A string, then second finger on A string, first finger on A string, open A string, first finger again, then second finger on A string. Let's repeat the same phrase again, starting with first finger on E string, followed by open E string, then third finger, second finger on A string, first finger, open A string, first finger, second finger. Let's repeat one more time. So far, all the bow strokes we have done are the long ones. Now we switch a bit to the regular strokes of 2 bow strokes for every 2 counts. Or say in another way, 1 stroke every count. Starting with the third finger on A string, third finger, second finger, first finger, 0, third finger on D string, second finger, third finger, first finger. Let's try again. So listen to the count. 1, 2, 1, 2. So 2 strokes for every 2 counts. Second finger, first, open, third finger on D string, third finger, first finger on D string. So this time we are the metronome. I'll be doing it once more. Okay, now let's get ready for the last phrase of our piece here. Get ready by doing the 4 bow strokes within 2 counts. If you subdivide the bow strokes and count even further, you'll get 2 bow strokes for every count. Okay, starting on the D string with the second finger in place. So we play light, fast 4 strokes 4 times. Open D string, open A string, first finger, open A string. Try again. So second finger first. Okay, ready for the first finger. Stop, stop. Open, stop, A string. Get ready for first finger. Then. Alright, so listen again. So this will go like this. Be careful as we move on to the next note, okay? So now let's get ready as we change the bow stroke to regular one count each note. Okay, starting with the first finger on the A string, then third finger, second finger, lastly, long third finger on A. Okay, so I'll repeat again from the start there. First finger, third finger, second finger, last third finger, long, bow. Okay, this time with the metronome to listen to how it sounds. Second finger, first finger, open A string, first finger, open A string, first, 3. Okay, alright, now let's proceed to the performance part. So for our performance now, I'll be recording the basso continuo part with the electric violin before moving towards the acoustic violin for our actual performance. As we come towards the end of our video, hope every one of you listeners learned something from today's video. During hard times of COVID-19, let us all stay safe and healthy by always observing the safety guidelines. Also, thank you for tuning in to today's violin tutorial. Once again, I'm Chris Yet. Thank you.